What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to show you how I personally edit my lightsabers for my cosplay photography. So first things first, I'm going to go over to my line tool. I'm going to drag from one point of the saber down to the very end and let go. Now up here, you're able to change the point or how thick it is. If it's going to be dots or dashes, you're going to definitely want that to be one stroke. You can also change the color of the stroke. However, since this is a lightsaber, the middle part is going to be white. Now go over to your layers, double click on your white line layer or your inner saber layer. On the side tab, you're going to go to outer glow, click on it. And this is where you can kind of play around with size of the glow that you're wanting to do, range, how much you're going to let the light kind of glow out or, not glow. This is also where you're going to decide what side you're on, Jedi or Sith, or just what color lightsaber you'll want. Since we are editing a photo of Mara Jade, we are doing a purple lightsaber. So we're going to make opacity to 100, make sure that we can really see that glow. You can change the blend mode however you want it. However, I usually stick with the linear dodge add. It gives a little bit more brightness. From there, I just kind of fiddle around just a little bit. I don't like doing thick glowing on my lightsabers. I like to have them super thin because that's how they are in the movies. Press OK. Now you don't want these sharp square-ish edges. We want to round them off a little bit. So if you actually go in, make your lightsaber layer a mask by clicking this square with a circle in it. And we can actually slowly get rid of this edge. So now it really looks like it's coming out of the saber. And over here on the tip, we're just going to round it off just a bit. I kind of give a little bit of a rounded tip. Just make sure it's even. Now, as far as the actual saber in the background, you can literally just hide it by clone stamping the saber out. Oops. You can still see, if you're very close, the very faint edge of the original saber, but honestly that doesn't bother me too much, so we're just going to keep it in. Now, if you're wanting to add just a little bit more glow, you want to cast some light on these walls and on her, then you add another layer, get that purpley color that's as close as to the saber that you're going to get. Bring your brush hardness, make sure it's at 0. Flow is kind of low. And I like to just kind of paint where I know there's going to be some glow of that saber. Then I go over to blend modes and soft light. So now we have a little bit of that flare. You can also play around with all these other blend modes. I just personally like soft light just because it just kind of makes things a little bit darker but still have that glow effect. And again, you can always add a little bit more. Especially on this wall area. Then if you're wanting to add any light refraction on her, let's do another layer. Still going to get that purple. Gradient layer, which you can find underneath your paint bucket tool if you just hold down on it. Now I'm going to drag from the tip of the lightsaber to a little bit past her. I'm going to make this a mask and invert it with Command I for Mac users. And then I'm going to actually paint in where I think the light would hit her the most. My brush is at 0 hardness, so it's going to be super soft. My flow is below 10. And so we already have a little bit of a glow from her saber right here. So I'm just going to go in and just add just a little bit more to it. And then I'm going to go to lighten. Then again, we're going to play around with these blend modes and see what we like. I think I like the look of the linear dodge add. Sometimes I go with soft light, sometimes I go with screen. This time, let's do linear dodge add. I'm also going to add just a little bit on her hand, on the hilt of her saber. We're going to go in and actually get rid of some of this as well. When you're adding a light source to your model, make sure that you're not leaving behind a halo effect, which is that spill of color. Now I'm going to actually bring this layer's opacity down just a little bit. Gonna thin out this layer just a little bit. And there you have it, guys. That is how I add lightsabers to my Star Wars cosplayers. And if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. I would be more than happy to help. In the meantime, may the Force be with you.